We're going to get into a couple scriptures. And before we do so, we're going to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh,
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakadash.
This is the brother Quadam.
I'm Nawala.
And this is Hawashai Nawana.
All right, so basically we're going to get into war. And when you look at war, there's always going to be just two sides. All right? It's going to come to a point you have to choose. There's no middle ground. All right? And I'm going to start off with this one first because this is Matthew 10 and 36. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household. So it's going to start at your house, man. People are going to come against you, your own family. And they're going to have to choose. Are they going to be with you or against you? And it's going to spread out much, much more. City, state, country, globally. All right?
Yeah, and we're coming into the end. We're gonna see more sedition among men, more rumors of wars, and in the prophecies that are coming to pass, such as the earthquakes in diverse places and etc. The pestilences, all that. And right now, we're just seeing the beginning of to start off with this upcoming civil war, and just not too recent, not too long ago, but you had this incident that just happened in New York City where you have these migrants that are being the shit out of these two officers, and they were in jail for a while, but they got released without no cash bail. So that's also gonna spark up more sedition, all right, among men, and you have people are not gonna be regarding their kings nor princesses, all right, and actually I would just bring out that precept right now. Select. Yeah. Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And we're beginning to see that little by little. And even you got Esau, you got Satan against Satan. They're starting to see that this whole system in America is corrupt, and now they're getting pissed. Now you have the red side and in the blue side that are going to eventually come at each other's necks. All right, in the coming months.
And I was just gonna make a note as far as what you had said as far as them getting rid of the cash bill basically, and because the evil E, man, he's not getting ready to let you go. All right, he don't let nothing go, and for him to let go of as they would say illegals, what I'm saying, with all these uproars of the people, and to do something like that without cash bail after they just got done whooping on one of his officers, in New York City, the Big Apple, that's never trust thine enemy. All right, we already know, this devil is nothing to be trusted. All right, but Ecclesiasticus, the 14th chapter, all right, and if he do good, he doeth it unwillingly, and at the last he will declare his wickedness, and that's what he does throughout all of history. We never trust this devil, even as iron rusteth, all right? He is going to declare his wickedness, and it will be found out what his intentions and what his motives are, as far as that, as far as that goes. He's never had any Jake's best intentions, in the forefront of his mind when it came down to anything as far as his legislation, his rules, housing. I mean, you name it. I don't know where to start or where to end, but there's never been the best interest for Evil E in order to do anything good for the nation of Israel, period. And really, for that matter, any other nation. It says that, he's spoiled all nations, all right? And that's the reason why when he begins to stop dealing treacherously with them, that now all the nations are going to deal treacherously with him because of the fact of all the blood that he spilled within all these lands, and for all these lies, and for, you know, his legislation, for all of his rules, and the things and the sanctions that he's putting on other nations. It says he's a proud man, and he heapeth together all these other nations. I mean, you know, he does not keep at home. All right, it's wicked ass evil E. All right, but it's like, brother,
yeah, you know.
I got one to back him up. If you
I mean, yeah, you can bring it up.
Yeah, and like the brother was just saying, he's doing all these weird, goofy, evil stuff, and not only that, he's doing it to his own tribe. You treat your own tribe like crap, man, and it should not be so. You know, because when we get into rulership, we're not gonna do that to each other. All right, this is Easy Clapcus 14:5. He that is evil unto himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his good. Hey man, you think he gonna really rule, and just when you think you got the cherry on top, it's not gonna happen, man. It will not happen.
Yeah.
All right, you go ahead, brother.
Oh yeah, and yeah, you know, you got Esau. You know, he's opening the borders up for these migrants to come through America, and you know, these majority of these migrants, they're trusting in E. All right, and just like what the brother said, you know, never trust thy enemy. Here you have our people trusting in this devil. Well, you know, soon enough, these people are going to find out that this so-called white man is actually not for them, when ultimately this white man is planning on having that charagma, you know, that sihip, all right, getting implemented under their skin. All right, that's their NWO agenda that they want to accomplish. And of course, you know, Esau is going to come down with that great wrath upon you 2/3 of Israel. All right, yeah, because you know, Esau, he's blessed with that sword. And you know, with this migrant crisis happening right now, you know, you have crime is like skyrocketing in these major cities. Eventually, you know, Esau is going to declare martial law. Here's 2nd Esdras chapter 15, verse 17. And man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
Yeah.
And man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy the houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. And yeah, you know, eventually, you know, all hell will break loose, especially here in America. And that's what Esau also needs to have happen here in America too, because, you know, you need order out of chaos, all right? You need to cause that chaos so you can establish that order, all right? And, you know, as soon as you establish the order, you go ahead and implement that sihip.
Yeah, go on. Hey, just because of the fact that I had it pulled up already, you know, you just touched on the 17th and the 18th verse. But, you know, sedition among men. Right? This is what he's causing. You know, order out of chaos, you know, order out of chaos, you know. But 2nd Esdras, the 15th chapter, the 15th verse, well, really, you know, at the 14th verse, it says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And this is something that you always have to keep in the forefront of your mind. These things were said from old. All right, our power has laid this down and has put it out there for what is going to happen. You know, from the beginning. All right, he's called the end from the beginning. And this and all these things are his work. You know, the heart of the king is in the Lord's hand. All right. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up. All right, shall stand up against Salakia, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. And that's just something that you're seeing right now too. Everybody's pissed off about you know, refugees coming here, them not getting this, and not getting the same Salakia, for lack of better words, of reparations. You know, we ain't talking about that, because Israel, we ain't getting no damn reparations until the Lord comes back and pleads our cause. All right, we have sinned against the Lord, so therefore, you know, we must bear the indignation of the Lord until He plead our cause. And the way He's going to plead our cause is by taking and gathering all the nations together to plead our cause in the valley of Yahweh Shaphat. All right, but there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. All right, you're getting ready to get a lot of lawlessness. You know, you already see the militias forming themselves, you know, in their own respective, you know, for lack of better words, calling anything here in Babylon respective is a farce. All right. But you have these people starting up their own militias, and they have their own beliefs and things of that nature. You can see the split, and a clear split between people as far as colors, nations, you know, beliefs, everything. You know, everything is splitting up. So every man soon enough will be going back to his own country and to his own people, all right? But as this is happening, man, you best believe, you know, things are going to be kicking up. As it says, swords in their hands, standing up to fight against one another, all right? And there shall be seditions among men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor their princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Yeah, the events that you're seeing right now, you know, all these evils are increasing. Really, you know, it's the Lord. It's really the Lord's will. All right, and I'm gonna just bring it out here in 2nd Esdras chapter 16, verse. I'm gonna start at verse 17. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death. The beginning of wars and power shall stand, and fear the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? And we're starting to see that little by little, but it's only going to intensify as we head further into these perilous times. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for a minute. But for all these things they shall not turn from the wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sore famine and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish with famine, and others that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. And yeah. You know, as these evils are increasing, you know, Israel, they're not gonna be mindful of the scourges. They're not gonna consider the Lord, all right? Because Israel is a stiff-necked people. You know, they're rebellious. They're hard-headed. You know, they don't want to get right, and since they don't want to get right, you know, the Lord is going to give them judgment. All right.
Sure.
The Lord is going to punish them for their iniquities.
Okay. Yeah. Hey.
Yeah, brother. If you got something, we probably close with yours then.
Okay. Well, hey, here's 2nd Esdras, the 16th chapter, all right, the 37th verse, and I'm just going to read about 3 or 4 of these verses, all right, because this is what's coming, all right. Everybody says, you know, the Lord is delaying his coming, man. The Lord is not delaying his coming. You know, the Lord is coming, and surely it will happen, all right. The vision was for an appointed time, and, man, these things are here. It's 3D. It's in your face. And if you don't understand what's going on right now, the Lord is reserving you either unto salvation or to destruction. If you don't know what's going on right now at this point in time in the game, there's nothing laid up good for you, man. All right? Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. As when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb. All right? Which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. All right. So this is you know, something that should pop into your head right here is that, you know, our salvation is drawing nearer than when we believed. Ever since our Lord and our Savior came back and has laid down his life on the cross, that was the beginning of the end. And since that time until this time, it is only drawing nearer to his return. All right. Time has not gone backwards. Time is going forwards. So you must understand, these things are happening, and they're happening now. These are the signs of the times, and it's in effects with the endings, okay? We're watching the times, and the watchmen are upon their towers, and they are given no rest until Jerusalem is appraised in the earth again, all right? These times are drawing nigh. Once again, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains can pass her womb. Which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. O my people, hear my word, make you ready to the battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. Hey, the fashion of this world is going to pass away. Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai is going to have his will be done. It's going to be done. It's already written. It's already said. Look, it's over with for Babylon, all right? You know, the judgment shall sit, all right? And the kingdom is going to be given unto the saints of the Most High, all right? And that kingdom that's going to be set up underneath Yahweh Shai is going to be an everlasting kingdom. And, hey,
Right.
you know, it's over with. It's over with, E. You lost already. We're claiming, you know, the victory is already claimed in the name of Yahweh. His Father, he's going to subdue this place and he's going to offer it up into his Father. And this kingdom is going to be an everlasting kingdom. So bring it on.
Right. So that's pretty much the point. Lord willing, that was edifying. So with that, we give all praises, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.